This is Analog Spectrum. Can we all just admit that the band The Police are not that good?
Hey everybody, this is Analog Spectrum, and we're switching it up today. This is Melanie. I'm Tony's wife, and I'm here with Elzeth. Say hi, Elzeth.
Hi, everybody.
That's Doug's wife, and we are doing something obviously a little bit different today. We're going to do some questions.
The girls are in the house.
Yeah, the girls are in the house.
And by the way, if anybody's curious, yes, Melanie is the voice of the intro.
That's right.
For all the Analog Spectrum stuff that we do. And if
I feel so famous now.
You're very famous.
I think Disney called, didn't they? They wanted to do the next Buzz Lightyear.
Pretty sure, yeah.
They wanted her to play Buzz.
Yeah, Buzz.
Woody. Perfect fit.
Yeah, so, well, what we're going to do today is we're going to play a little game.
You guys remember the Newlywed Game? Everybody remembers the Newlywed Game?
Yes.
So
yes.
Do you remember it? Well,
I remember it well.
I do too. It was some of the best TV that you could watch after school.
Yeah, no doubt.
Was it on after school?
Where I lived, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
well, this will be the not so newlywed game. How long have you guys been married?
14 years.
14. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
we just went over 16, so it's pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not a competition, Tony. It's not a competition. It's okay. It's all right. This is the one that you're never going to win.
It isn't now.
Yeah.
So, but no. So anybody that's not familiar with the Newlywed Game, the way it would work is they would actually use newlyweds on that show. They would bring in a couple, and then there would be a situation where they would let either the husband or the wife would step off the scene. You know, they put them in some room where they couldn't hear, and then they would ask the other person, let's say the wife's, a series of potentially embarrassing questions, and they would try to figure out what their husband or how their husband would answer that same question.
Right.
And then they would bring the husbands back, and they would try to match what their spouse had said,
right.
What the wife had said, or so forth. And for every correct answer, they would get points.
Yeah.
And
are we doing points? I don't know.
Why not? We'll see. Well, let's just, we're not. There's no prize, but if it was,
I'm out.
Well, if it was,
so you guys, it was nice being here today. I am out. There's no prizes.
Right.
There's no prize, no bottle of wine, no bottle of gin.
Right. If this were the Newlywed Game, it would be for a new washer and dryer.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Right. Whirlpool. Variable speed washer and dryer with cool settings.
Yes.
So
exactly.
yeah, but we don't have that.
All right.
So
no, this will be interesting.
Interesting.
Should be fun.
All right.
All right. So how are we going to kick this thing off?
And just FYI, usually when Doug and I record, we record in an upstairs room of my house here, but we've actually moved everything. This is listed. We're
in the ghetto.
We are launching rocket ships in this place. So on the bar here, we have a pitcher, and within that pitcher is about 100 questions that couples might ask or might be asked on like the Newlywed Games.
Yeah. So okay, rules. What are the rules?
Okay, rules. So
we don't want rules. No, okay.
Yeah, rules are for chumps. So when we step away, the ladies are going to go first.
Okay.
They're going to reach in the pitcher and pull out a question. Okay, and I've got paper for them and everything like that to write down their answers. And so you read the question aloud, and it'll say something like, my spouse would say that blank is his favorite color. Okay. And so then you give the response that you think. Melanie would give the response that she think I would say, and you would give the response that you think Doug would say. Okay. And then you just write that on the sheet of paper, and then when we get back together, we'll read the question. So take that little sheet of paper, write one on it if it's question one, so that way we can keep it so we can ask them in the same order.
Keep it in order, yeah.
Okay.
And then just write it down, and then when we get back together, we'll reread the questions.
Okay.
And we'll see how close you can get.
So the girls are going to do what? 7 questions?
7 questions.
Okay.
Each.
And then we're going to do 7 different questions.
We will do 7. We have to.
Oh, okay.
We have to because we're going to come back together.
Okay. Yeah.
And so we'll come back together, and then we'll do the. And it'll be more entertaining that way.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, and then every player, so all 4 of us get 1 mulligan, which means that if you pull a question and you're kind of like, I don't like this question, it's a bullshit question.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
don't throw it away. Don't put it back in the the pitcher. Just set it off
Just
to one
set it
side.
aside. Okay.
And also, just after I got done cutting these up, Doug supplied me with these questions from a resource, and after I cut them up, there were some that we just couldn't answer because, for example, Melanie and I don't have kids. And by the way, now we're using wife names. That's awesome. Melanie and I don't have kids, and so there's questions about your kids, and I just threw those away. But I did realize there's questions in there that. In the privacy of our own home, there's no big deal. But some people might be like, there's question. Well, as an example, there's a question in there that I didn't pull out that says, Melanie finds blank my most annoying relative. Okay, so we're not going to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah, so those can you don't have to take your
Susie.
Yeah, you don't have to take your mulligan. Just set it off to one side.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is about fun, not embarrassing relatives or friends.
Right, absolutely.
And honestly, I couldn't make a call on that. All her family's jacked up.
Yeah, I was going to say, if I had any friends to embarrass, it would be an issue, but it's really not. So.
All right. So,
okay.
Any questions?
Nope.
Well, I tell you what, we'll just go ahead and step away, and then Doug and I will leave the room. We'll go into a quiet green room someplace, drink coffee,
right.
and then when the ladies are ready for us to come back, they will text us or something like that, and we'll come back in and answer the questions.
All right. Sounds good, ladies.
Sounds good.
Oh, there's the picture. You get 7.
And we are
7 total, right?
7 total.
7 total.
They get 1 mulligan.
Okay.
Each if they don't want to answer it. So
before
you pull it out, and before you pull it out, we will.
You need to rephrase that.
Or not.
Phrasing.
Before we get started here, what we're going to do is we're going to step away, and when we resume, it'll just be the ladies in the room.
Yep.
Woo-hoo.
All right, girls, have fun.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, everybody, we're back. It's Melanie and Elzeth. We're on our own, and we're going to kick this off. Our non-honeymoon question game, I guess.
So Mel has the first question, so let's hear it.
All right, I just pulled this out of the picture of questions, and let's see what I got. Ooh. Okay. No, I think this will be a mulligan.
Okay.
Yes.
Put it aside.
Yep.
All right, so question number 1. Which of your spouse's housekeeping habits drive you the most crazy?
Housekeeping habits?
Housekeeping habits.
Okay. Wow, it looks like you've got an answer right away, Elzeth.
No, I'm numbering the question.
I don't know if I've got a housekeeping something that drives me crazy. I mean, the good thing about Tony is he is a cleaner. He doesn't mind doing household chores, and he'll get in there. I guess it's not household, but household adjacent, right? He loves to clean the barbecue pit, like the grill, and I'm like, to me. Because he handles it all, and I do appreciate that so much because I love grilled meat.
Yeah.
But I'm like, thinking to myself, didn't you just clean the grill? Like the grates and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I feel like he does it very frequently.
Okay.
And,
drives you crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Doug is similar. Also, Doug does enjoy getting into the house and doing his house cleaning chores and keeping things tidy. Whew. So if I have to pick something, it could be like for example, when I cook, I could reuse a spoon or a pot or something. I do not need to take out a new pot and a new spoon.
Yes.
There's a lot of dishes when Doug is done cooking. And he might need to strain like the tiniest little bit of pasta, and he'll pick like the biggest.
Yes, the biggest strainer. Yeah, the mega strainer.
Yeah, because the little one just would not cut it.
No, I get that too, because like we'll have breakfast on weekends, and I will say Tony loves to cook, and I like that.
Yeah.
So he'll scramble the eggs in a bowl, and then those have to be washed. I mean, I'm just like. That's to me something that can be rinsed off and dried, Doesn't need to go run through the dishwasher. But
I see then. Okay, so this is nitpicking. So maybe that wasn't a great question because
I
don't
know. I
really-
feel like these are.
we can always just scrap it and pretend that was. Well, that could be my mulligan.
I know.
Okay, hang
I
on.
feel like it's pretty good. Here we go. Thank you, Elzeth. She just handed me the picture so we can continue on.
Yeah, let's try another question. Maybe this
Okay.
will get better. Oh, hang on. Do we want to answer that or no?
I guess we should. Let's answer
Okay,
it.
let's
yes.
answer it. That's-
Maybe
yep.
we'll do 8 questions. We don't know. We'll make our own rules.
Yes.
We're going rogue here. We did go over the rules previously, and we are just deciding we're doing our own thing. But, oh, you know what, Elsa? This is what Tony would say. What would Tony or Doug say? We're answering
About
for them
us.
about the question.
Oh, we're supposed to what drives him? Oh, okay. Hang on. This
Oh,
becomes a little
wait,
easier.
so it would be like, what would he say? What does he think that we would say about
them.
him? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He won't say this.
Okay, that that changes everything. Everything has changed now. Man, we had to like change our perspective. Man, this Newlywed Game is hard.
Well, it has to be something.
Yes. Okay, so let me think what Tony would
Think I would pick on. Or would.
right.
What is it that he does that drives me crazy? So he does leave his socks on the floor wherever he takes them off.
Okay.
But I never complain about that. So I don't
Does
go
he
like,
think you would complain about that? Does he think that would be your answer about him?
no, because I never bring it up. So why?
You're right. He would
Yeah.
be needing to read your mind.
But there might be other things. Oh, let's do the dishwasher. The way I load the dishwasher compared to how he loads the dishwasher.
Ooh, good one.
I think that would be what he may pick on, because that's the only thing where I like rinsing the dishes before I put it in. And I'll wait till the dishwasher is full, where Doug will like, oh, there's 2 things in it. Let's run the dishwasher. So I'm going to go
Yes.
dishwasher.
Okay, and I think for me, I'm going to go what I think he might say that I would, pick on him about would be I always fold the laundry, but I like to fold the laundry. But I think he kind of feels guilty sometimes because I always fold the laundry
And he doesn't?
and he doesn't. And
Okay.
or he'll every now and then, but mostly it's me.
Yeah.
But to me, I find it therapeutic.
Yeah,
I like to
And
do
so
it.
would
But
the
I think,
dishes.
yeah, I mean,
I play Tetris. I like it clean and packing it all in
You
there.
like, I've got a
challenge
certain
myself.
way.
Yeah, how much can I get in there?
okay, I feel like we landed in a good place on that
Yeah.
question, Elzeth. Okay. It will be very interesting to see what they say.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, good catch.
Okay. Great. Okay, we're moving on to our next question. Let me read this real quick.
Yeah, filtered.
Okay, this is a good one for both of us. If your house was on fire, what is the one thing your spouse would grab before leaving the house?
Lucy.
Yes.
No? Probably.
I think Doug would definitely grab Lucy.
Okay, so that's number 2.
Yes. And I would say the same for Tony. It would be me grabbing 2 of the dogs and
Yeah.
him grabbing 2 of the dogs.
Yeah. The pets,
And-
it's like all the pets.
Yes, I think he would grab Susie and Einstein.
Yeah.
No, he would grab Susie and Kiwi. In case we need to be very specific. I'm saying he would grab those 2, and I would grab Olive and Einstein. That's the way that we walk them.
Okay.
I always walk Olive and Einstein, and he walks Susie and Kiwi, so I'm just going to kind of go with that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think Doug's reaction would be to make sure I'm up.
Yes.
I don't know if he would grab the guns if we would think that far. If it's like really just that
Right.
split second thing, I
Yes.
think he will scoop up Lucy, and then Isaac is on his side of the bed, so he'll probably just grab Isaac and leave it up to me because I will probably have the cats on my side of the bed anyway.
Yes.
So the cats will come with me. But yeah, Lucy
And just for everybody, Isaac
is a parrot.
Is a parrot. Yes, I didn't know if he was a specific kind of parrot, so I was
Solomon Island eclectus.
and he's a handsome boy.
Yes, he is. All right, good one, good one.
Good one. Okay, let me bring this to you. All right, we've got a little bit of shuttling going back and forth with our pitcher of questions, but
All right.
We got it.
Question number 3.
Love it. Ooh, is that a
What is
hard
the
one?
worst thing that happened on your wedding day?
The worst thing?
The worst thing that happened on your wedding day?
Oh. You know,
The
I
ice
feel
cream
like
melted?
did your ice cream
I
melt?
think so. I don't know.
You know, I think for me and for Tony, like we were planning to get married outside. It rained. And so we were able to move inside. So I guess that would be the worst thing. But from what I understand, it's also supposed to be really good luck if it rains on your wedding day. So, you know, it was a good bad thing, I guess.
And is this what Tony would say? This is the worst thing that
thank
happened?
you, Elzeth, for keeping us on track. I love how it's all about me and you.
Exactly.
We're just, you know, it's about us, not about them. Yes, I would say that's what he would say.
I wonder now, because we got married in South Africa, so I wonder if Doug would say something like his family wasn't there. Is that like the worst thing? But we knew that, so it's not like a thing that happened on the wedding day.
Right.
What is the worst thing that happened on your wedding day?
Did everybody show up on time?
Everybody was on time. We were on time. It started raining in the evening, but by then the party sort of kind of moved inside already as per the schedule. So.
Right. Maybe he would say there's nothing bad that happened on your wedding day.
Good answer, Mal. Good answer.
Good answer for Doug. Yes. We're like, we got this. Yeah, he would probably say that.
All right, let me get this picture over to Mal.
Nice. Thank you, ma'am. All right, I'm going to dig deep into this picture. Find that perfect question. Let's see what we can come up with here. Okay, this might be an interesting one. How would your spouse describe your driving? A, as Miss Daisy. B, as Speed Demon.
Oh, Miss Daisy.
He would definitely describe me as Miss Daisy for sure. Yes, that is. Oh, you know what, Elzeth? I haven't been numbering these questions.
So that's question number 4. And
Okay.
the other one then is question number 2.
Thank you for keeping track because, you know. Okay, this is 4. And if I'm answering for Tony, if it's him driving, he's definitely the speed demon. For real.
I'm glad there was a multiple choice then. I didn't have to come up with my own answer.
I know. I agree with that. That was actually pretty good. So that was, A was Miss Daisy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is really going to be fun when they get in here on the hot seat.
Yes.
Like, it's going to be really hard for them. Okay, there we go. I love how Susie is sitting on the ottoman. She just is supervising us as we're going through these.
Seeing the ladies in action.
Yes, she is.
Ooh, this is a good one.
Oh, I love a good one. Yes.
What would your spouse say is the best thing about being married to you?
Oh, that is a good one. The best thing.
It's actually hard.
Right? Yeah, because now we are having to talk about ourselves, right? This should be easy.
It's so fun. It's so stress-free.
I think both of them would say that, Elzeth.
Yeah. Because we don't have hang-ups. We don't cause issues. We're not high
Agreed.
maintenance.
Yes. Not high maintenance. Positive.
Yes. Yes.
I think both of us are kind of in that vein. We could be married to each other.
There you go. Probably much better.
No drama.
Yeah. All right. Let me pass this picture.
Okay. Thank you. Wow, look at us. We're just flying through these now. I feel like we've found our groove. Now we'll get a question that really stumps us. Okay, let's see what this is looking like here. Okay, this is a good one. As travelers, You'll appreciate this one. If your spouse could live in any city in the world, where would they live? Ooh. And I have to think this is not me. This is Tony's answer, right?
Yes.
And Doug's answer. Ooh.
Somewhere in Tuscany? Something Italy, I think.
Ooh, you think Doug would want to move to Italy?
Because I think, so let's include in that question possibly if money wasn't a question. So it wasn't like you need to be able to provide for yourself. You could just live. We're out in the country. We have our space. We have our small town that gives us more than whatever.
Right.
So he would want something similar to that. So not a Rome or a big city, but something out in the country in Tuscany, for example.
A countryside.
Yeah, Italian
place where you could go into the city if you wanted to, but really enjoy that kind of slower paced, kind of hillside Italian life.
Yes.
Ooh. I think that's probably true. I mean, I know you guys went to Tuscany and you spent maybe 2 weeks. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And he loved it. And I remember he talked about that quite a bit. And
the lifestyle, the
great food. Mm-hmm. Yes. I think you're right. I think you're spot on with that answer.
What about Tony?
I think Tony, if money, you just could go wherever and live, I think he may still pick San Antonio or at least Texas, I feel. Mm-hmm. Let me think if he does love to travel. And I know when we've talked about retirement, I'm like, we can live anywhere. We do have family in Texas, so that's wonderful. And that's, why we love being here.
Yeah.
But I'm like, we could come back and visit. But for him, I think he would be quite happy still living in Texas. And
see, the weather in Texas is what would get Doug. So it needs to be something a little bit more mild. He's a cooler weather. Well,
yeah, not Colorado.
But maybe not always the Texas heat, although Italy can get warm too. I'm just trying to think from a lifestyle, because I know you guys were talking about moving downtown for retirement.
That's right. Now we've kind of flipped that. Now we're thinking small town, hill country life.
Yeah.
Thanks to some friends of ours who introduced that idea to us. So yeah, I'm gonna say Texas, and because I don't think we would move back up to. We used to live in Seattle, Washington. Mm-hmm. Loved it there, but I don't think that we would move back up there.
Yeah,
but who knows? But I'm gonna say Texas.
Okay,
I'm gonna say. Yes, I'm just going to keep it broad. I'm going to say Texas. Not necessarily San Antonio, but yes.
Right.
Okay. I'm glad we kind of talked that through.
Yeah, make sure you number that one. And then you can just pull the last one. We got one left, so
okay.
Whip up another one there.
Here we go. Let's get a good one. Yes. Here we go. For Elzeth. Oh.
Yeah?
Yes.
Let's hear it.
What date did your spouse ask you to marry them?
February 14th, 2006.
Really?
Well, because so it was that weird thing where we sort of kind of decided we're going to get married. We want to get married so we can get our paperwork done, have the wedding, and then we were going to move to the United States because we wanted to start the application process. And
because you were living in England,
Africa.
Or no, you were in South Africa. That's right. You met in England.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And then so we knew we needed like the full marriage certificate and full unabridged certificates of everything, birth and stuff. So the plan was we got an appointment at the court to get married on February 15th. So it was kind of like a decided thing. It was like, hey, let's go get married and then we can plan a wedding later.
Right.
And so that weekend, before that Monday or Tuesday that the 15th was, we went away for the weekend with friends. And on the last day, Doug was like, hey, do you want to go see a bonfire and go watch the sunrise on the beach? And so typically I would be like, heck no, I'm a sleeper in the mornings. And I do distinctly remember that that morning, oh, you know what? Let me get up and go. And so we get to the beach, and Doug has this puny, tiny little thing that he could barely keep alight, the tiny little fire. We had Reno-ky with us. Reno was barely a few months old.
Oh, my goodness.
And
this was their previous Yorkie.
Yes. So we sitting here on the beach, looking in the direction where the sun is supposed to come from. And he goes like, oh, there it is. There it is. So I look up and I'm like, oh, man, that is so nice and bright. And he turns around and he's like, almost as bright as this. And he opens the little ring case with a ring in there. And I'm like, what? So I
So
totally
excited.
did not expect that, because it was like, oh, we already decided we're going to get married. There was no like asking or stuff like that. But then
But he surprised you.
he surprised me with a nice solitaire engagement
I
ring.
love
and so, yeah,
that.
that was very exciting.
Oh, my goodness. And
that was
early
on
morning.
Valentine's Day,
Beautiful.
2006, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, Elzeth. After all these years, I did not realize that he had asked you to marry him on Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. Because Tony did the same thing.
No.
Yes, he did. He absolutely did.
No.
Yes.
We have so many similarities in our stories.
It's
That's
crazy.
all funny.
Oh, my goodness. That is so wild.
So when was
I
this?
love that.
2000
So 2005. No.
No. 7.
No, that's when we got married.
No,
No,
you got
it
married in
was.
08.
We're like, when did we get married?
You got married in
No, 2007.
So
2007.
then you're 15 years married this year.
Yes, 15 years. He said 14, but
Yes,
we're
it's
15.
15.
Yep.
Man.
I know.
Okay.
But yes, and he actually we were on a date downtown and we had gone to dinner, and then it was really chilly. It's February, and for Texas, it gets cold January and February. And this is here in San Antonio. So we're downtown, we go eat dinner. And then he was like, hey, why don't we go over to the Alamo? Let's walk over to the Alamo. And they have beautiful, huge oak trees there that are just massive. And they're gorgeous. And he's like, let's just go check out, the grounds and, just take a little walk after dinner. And I was like, no. And no, I was like, it's really cold. And I'm good. I'm good. I'm like, I really don't want to be out there. And he just was very insistent. And finally, I was like, okay, fine. Let's go for a walk. Sure, let's go check it out. So we did. We walked over there, and there's a beautiful monument that sits just to one of the sides of the Alamo, and like honoring those who were defending the Alamo. So, he's like, let's just sit here and chat for a bit. So we're talking. And then all of a sudden he stands up and gets down on his knee. Yes.
Oh, come on.
And I was shocked. I had no idea. And I was just so surprised. And I was like, yes, of course, so excited. Yeah, so it was really amazing. Valentine's Day.
Can you believe it?
No, I cannot. And I cannot believe we didn't know that.
Yeah.
Man, we should do
Yeah.
podcasts more often, Elsa.
I
Look what we
know.
learned.
I know. That's so crazy.
That is really cool.
1 year apart. Perfect. I love
Yes.
it. Okay. Well, so since we didn't propose to our spouses and we could not give them the answer, do we want to do a different question?
Oh, you know what? Yes, that might be the thing. Because what day did your spouse ask them? I mean, I feel like Doug and Tony are definitely going to remember that. They planned it.
Well, let's ask them that question anyway. I just want to see if they know the
Okay.
answer.
Yes.
Okay, so do we want to do a different question, or do we call this one?
You know what? Yes, this is I feel like this is bonus material right here.
Yes.
We're getting into this. Okay, let's do
Yeah,
another
one
one.
more.
If this is by me, I'm just going to pick another one, okay? We're like, let's see what we get. Ooh. Well, this is kind of along the same lines. It's how long were you and your spouse engaged before getting married?
Okay, let's let them answer that one.
Yeah, okay, that's good. What I
this-
think Tony would say, what he should say is 2 years. No, we weren't engaged that long. We were engaged actually
Couple
for
of
a
months.
very short time. Yes, just a couple
From
of
February
months.
to May.
Yes.
No, so does it count? Because Doug and I got engaged and then got married in court that next day, but we never count February 15th as our wedding anniversary. We always celebrate April 15th when we actually did the wedding with the family.
Ah, nice.
So we'll give them 2 months.
Yes, and
Okay.
I'll, yes,
All
2
right.
months. Wow, that's even similar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at us. Okay. I love it.
Right.
Wow.
You want to let the boys
okay.
know they can come back
I'm
in?
going to text Tony now. I feel like I may have a text from him. Oh, I do. I have a text from him, and
does it
I thought
say?
I might. I just didn't hear it. Podcasts are 1 hour long, ...
So how long
What's
has this
going
been?
on in there?
He can edit.
Yes.
Did you text him now?
All right, the guys are back in the room now, so
The gentlemen have returned.
Tony is
Welcome
here, Doug
back.
is here, and now we are going to see how this goes. Do the wheels stay on the bus?
We need to see if we can get some music to put in here. You know, like
That's right.
Well, I tell you what, if there is music, you'll know that we found music.
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
so go ahead and so what we'll do now is Melanie will read the questions that they just asked,
And we get
hence
to answer.
Newlywed Games, and we'll take turns. I will answer mine first, and then Doug will go number 2, and etc.
No. We both do number 1. We both do number
No,
two.
what I mean is the
Okay.
fact that I'll answer my question number 1, and then you'll answer your number 1.
Okay.
So we're not both just shouting it out.
I'm shouting mine. I don't give a shit.
That's what
you say,
Elzeth and I
shout.
did.
Yes.
We just talked over each other
All right, that's perfect.
for
All
an
right.
hour.
I don't want to play anymore.
Not
You
too
guys
much
suck.
rules. Too many rules. Go.
Okay.
Elzeth's inundated with dogs over there.
Are you
good.
ready for
We're ready.
question number 1? Okay. Which of your spouse's housekeeping habits drive you the most crazy?
Housekeeping habits.
I don't want to go first.
There is no
She
housekeeping.
does not do that. What housekeeping?
What is that? Can someone explain?
Squalor.
I'm going to go ahead and say when she shaves her back.
Not
Damn it,
personal
that was
hygiene.
my answer.
Well, you got to clean that stuff up.
That was my answer.
What
Or not.
What housekeeping things drive me crazy? And you
Okay,
actually
I
can't-
got one.
Go ahead. Do it.
I got one. Oh dear. We'll get up in the morning, and we'll get coffee. Usually I'm up first, so I'm making coffee. I'll get coffee. She's laughing already. I don't even think she knows what this is.
I'm just curious about, like, when she was writing her response down, was it like she was like doing a journal? First thing we do is we get up in the morning.
No. So I have to explain this so you'll understand it. But anyway,
It's-
where she'll make her coffee. I'll make my coffee and I'll go sit down and have coffee. Elzeth will make her coffee and then she'll wash dishes. Like, if there's any dishes left over from that, it's like, would you come sit down? This is like our little sweet little coffee time. And she's like, gotta get them dishes done before we go. That's all. That's it. That's pretty petty, I know, but that's all it is.
You're like, that's all I got.
And is that your answer, Elzeth?
No. But it was dishes related, so
Okay.
There you
close
go,
enough.
in the
Well,
same
'cause
category.
we went round and round. It was like nitpicking to try and find something.
Yes.
What was your answer?
I finally landed on probably the way we load the dishwasher.
Oh, that's for sure. Yeah, that's one. But you know what? I've made peace with that a long time ago, and just like, whatever. Just look.
You're like,
I don't
okay.
even do it. Just let Elzeth do it.
This is really difficult
right.
for me because I don't, as far as her housekeeping goes, there isn't anything that she does that annoys me. We.
I
Wow.
know, I
Yeah,
know.
really.
I didn't think this was going to go get all political and stuff.
So
All political.
He's campaigning for office right now.
let me think. No, I just
Vote for me,
I-
Melanie,
I'm
because I
thinking,
love you.
I bet when she says it, it'll be.
It'll
Oh, I
remind
know what it might be. Is it may not necessarily be housekeeping, but she puts a ton of pillows on the bed. Like,
I'm not sure that's housekeeping.
Dude, I
it's more
mean-
like decorating.
But it's you. What
Right,
drives
right.
her
What drives-
crazy about
oh,
you?
what drives me? Oh,
That's right. See,
oh,
this is where Elzeth and I took a
Gotcha.
different path
gotcha.
initially.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
It's something that I do that drives you crazy. Is that what the answer's supposed to be? Because I answered it the other way.
It
Well,
says,
did.
which of your spouse's housekeeping habits
right.
drive you the most
They're
crazy?
correct.
But the way that we took it was
Oh, yes.
what would... Wait, were we on the right track? And then we
Holy-
switched? Okay, well...
No, you are right. Because you had to answer and say, what do I think it is that I do that drives you crazy? Isn't it?
It does.
Because it was about how I would
I gotta
load the
tell you-
dishwasher.
I gotta tell you right now.
That's right, that's right.
Only because you guys did 8 rather than 7. We'll do that as a trial run.
Okay.
Okay,
let's
that was
try
a trial run, and let's just move on to number.
I
two.
also
What
think that-
I'm curious
Well,
what yours would be.
As
Is
far
it
as
the
like
pillow
what
thing?
what drives you crazy that I do?
No, what does Melanie do that drives you crazy?
That's what I said. The pillow thing.
the pillow thing.
Oh,
Okay.
the pillow
Okay.
thing. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What did you?
Well,
say?
I thought that you may say folding laundry.
But it doesn't drive me crazy. I love it.
I know. That's what I mean.
Why would that drive me crazy?
Too
I can
many
fold
bumpkins?
I thought
Too
you
many
may feel
bumpkins?
guilty for not folding
a
laundry.
little bit. I do feel guilty, but
Even
it's
though
not crazy.
I like to fold laundry.
You do, so I don't want to get in your way.
Oh, all right.
No. Okay.
Okay, moving on.
Okay.
But you see the confusion in
I
that.
see.
No, I can also see how Melanie thinks. So that was a good trial run.
Yes.
No
Okay.
points.
Question 2. Question 2.
Okay, moving on.
Wait a minute.
is
I
a
want
good one.
at least 5 points for this because at least we both had dishes in ours.
Yes.
Yeah.
You did. You did.
Jesus
Y'all were
Christ.
in the same.
We're learning how
Family.
competitive Doug is.
Oh, you ain't even started to learn that yet. Wait till you get Elzeth fired up. You want to know competitive.
Move that goalpost. Go ahead.
Okay. If your house was on fire, what is the one thing your spouse would grab before leaving the house?
Easy.
Easy. Pets.
Dogs.
Yeah.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. That was an
Lucy.
easy one.
That was an easy one. Yeah.
Lucy.
That was no
All right,
sweat.
that was-
Yeah.
all right.
Okay, I broke it down by which dogs you would grab
You did,
and which dogs I would grab.
I would grab Susie and Kiwi.
Boom!
Yeah, so,
Yes, because I wrote that down. You would grab them, and I would grab Olive and Einstein.
Yep.
Okay. If
Perfect.
we had to split it, I would say I would grab the bird and the dog, and she'd grab the 2 cats.
Yes, that's right. That's
Points.
exactly what she said.
Yeah.
Damn.
Perfect.
Damn, we're good.
Wow. Look at this.
I would.
Love is true.
I would grab my laptop. Dogs.
Yeah. I'll get my
Dogs, of course,
phone.
dogs.
Gotta have my phone.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's like the guns, the what, the this, the that. I'm like, of course, I'm at the top of the list, but I'm capable
Yes.
of saving myself.
Yes.
So,
Put your mask on first.
Yeah.
All right. Number 3.
Okay, number 3. What would your spouse say is the best thing about being married to you?
no, we did not do that one.
Oh, where did
we
that
do
come from?
Oh, okay. So never
That's
mind.
awesome.
That's number 5. We need
Oh,
to-
okay. One moment, please. Let's find.
Doesn't
do we have
matter,
a
I
three?
guess. Doesn't matter.
Oh, that's true. We can just skip. We'll skip to 5 and then go back
Yes.
to 3.
Okay, so I want to be clear here. Who's answering for who? Am I saying what's the best thing about being married to Elzeth? Or
Yes.
am I saying what she thinks is the best?
I answered what I think you think is the best thing about being married to me.
Yes, I did the same.
Wow, that's a tough one, man.
I know, it's
Okay,
even-
Tony, I went
I tell you
first
what,
last
just,
time.
Just them describing it gave me a little bit of a
Yeah,
headache.
I went first
we were
last
so
time, Tony.
proud of this
Your turn.
answer.
Yes.
So wait a second. Okay, I can
because
answer
it's
it.
all about us.
I can answer it. So let me get this straight. I'm answering what you think I think you think that I think.
No,
Yes,
I think
yes.
you might have that wrong.
I don't know if I do or not. Oh my God, my nose is bleeding.
Tony, what is your favorite thing about being married to Mel?
Oh, so what I think? Oh, is that what I'm answering?
Yes.
You have to answer truthfully. What is?
Oh, I love how happy she is.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean she's such a positive person. Is that? Did
Thank
I get?
you.
Did I get it right?
Did I get it right?
You,
Did
you
I-
got
Yes.
it right.
Yes,
All right.
you did.
I'm going to have to say, I'm looking for the right word. I know what it is.
Well, I won't feel offended if you don't say
Oh,
that I'm
not
happy and
worried
stuff,
about
because that's
that.
not
Yeah.
me. I know that.
Yeah. No, I wasn't going to say that. That was not even crossing my lips. I was going to
Elzeth likes to get the rats out of the sewer pipes.
How did you know that? Did I tell you that? Have we been talking? No, I think I think the word that I would probably use is either dedication or devotion. When it was something like that.
Nice.
One of those commitment, maybe. You know, I don't know exactly the right word, but
Okay.
Dedication, devotion, maybe defensiveness.
yeah. That was Melanie's answer for you.
I'm not defensive. Shut up.
Shut up.
You're defensive.
Wow.
I'm not
Pissing
defensive.
me off. Oh, okay. Where were you guys?
Well, we both were kind of like, yeah, you like us because we are not high maintenance.
That's right.
That's a
We
good
are
one.
No
fun,
drama.
no drama, positive.
The no drama is big. I should
Pretty-
have thought of that.
That's a good one.
I
That is a good
take
one.
that for granted, so I should.
But
probably
was I right or
revisit it.
wrong? Are we keeping score here? But did I say positive? Would that count?
Yes.
Okay.
So you did have
Yeah,
that.
happy, positive, no
There's
high
no
maintenance.
score,
I
Tony.
mean,
There's no score.
yeah.
there isn't. When
I
I'm
feel
winning.
like it's all kind of in the same vein.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. So basically, we just have the umbrella that, what
Because I like you.
What I really like is, just think,
Yeah,
I'm going to go ahead
exactly.
and just say she doesn't suck.
All the time.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes, Next up.
Okay.
All right, hold on. I got to go rescue the Chihuahua.
Yes. Oh, I think Lucy wants to be sitting in your lap.
Yeah, that's okay. Oh, by the way, Lucy is with us again. So the piglet is on board.
Love her.
And just for those that are not watching us on YouTube, like we have cameras, you should go there and subscribe to our YouTube account. But the other thing is that we have all 5 dogs in the room right now.
I know.
Yes, we do.
It's
So
dog
this is
haven.
so we're basically just trying to keep our stuff together right now. And now,
Yes.
and Lucy is the odd girl out, and
Yes.
everybody's curious about her.
Oh,
Hold on one
gosh,
second.
Okay, you guys.
Okay, come
that's good,
on.
that's
Get
good.
back.
Thank you.
Olive.
We're good.
Okay.
We're good. All right.
Okay.
I'm
Olive.
playing Cesar Ramirez. Romero. What's that dude's name? The dog guy.
Yes.
Cesar
I think
Romano?
it is it Romano?
No, maybe
It
that's
starts with an
I
R,
don't know,
though.
whatever.
Caesar.
Caesar
Yes.
R.
Caesar something.
Yeah, there you go.
I think it's salad.
Caesar salad. That's right. That's his middle name.
Wow.
All right, Olive.
Which I really enjoy.
my
I enjoy good
goodness.
Caesar salad. All right, next one.
Okay,
Really?
what is the worst thing that happened on your wedding day?
Oh Jesus.
Oh, I got it.
You're like, the wedding?
Melanie went into labor.
You're crazy.
It
Man.
was, I mean, honestly, it was early. Like, she
No.
was showing. But
Wow. I can't remember anything bad happening on our wedding day.
if I had to take a guess and it was not a bad thing, Melanie might say that it rained.
Boom.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
This is how nitpicky mine is. If anything bad happened on our wedding day, it was only that the dog didn't have a bath before the wedding day. So him in the pictures, he was a little skanky looking.
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
Is this,
He was-
are you projecting?
Little scratch.
I'm not. No, not at all. It's just that's the only negative thing I can think of about the whole wedding
Really?
day. That's
Yeah.
the only
Reno?
negative. Yeah.
Reno looks
yeah.
a little rough in the pictures.
Yeah, because
Wow.
his
That's nothing.
hair was long and he was, just not looking good for the photos. But other than that,
Yeah.
Okay.
that was an awesome day, dude. Our wedding day was great.
Oh,
I also,
nice.
I'm sitting here looking at this. There's only 3 lights on.
Uh-oh.
No,
No, there's
red
4.
ones?
There's okay. I guess I can't see. I guess maybe the dial's in the way. Okay. As long as there's 4 red ones on there, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
we turned you off, Tony.
Just like the usual podcast.
Yeah, right. No, your usual podcast turns everybody else off.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Guess who's editing this?
Yeah, right. All right, what's next? What's next?
That's
Yes, and
what
those
you're
were
hearing there.
spot on.
That's what happens when they start to lose.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right, what's up next?
Okay, so we're moving on.
Okay.
Hey, did we ever find out what you guys said? Yours was rain for sure. What did you say?
Yeah, mine was
Nothing
rain
bad
for
happened.
sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but
It's a weak
it's
answer,
good luck.
by the way. Nothing bad happened. That's
Yeah,
easy.
That's right.
Sorry,
Which
don't be
is
jealous of our
great.
perfection. That's okay.
Nice. Well, it was hard.
He's thinking hard. He's thinking hard.
When we're headed to the justice of the peace, we got off on the wrong floor.
Well, it's easy to get confused in those prison halls, so I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah, that's all right.
Exactly. Yeah, when the guy was doing the ceremony, you have that beep that came every like 30 seconds. 'cause
Yeah,
he was
right.
on- He's a flight call.
Because your collar, your ankle collar.
Yes.
See, my probation officer interrupted us, and
Well,
it
I
pissed
know,
me off.
I know that Melanie's mom got tasered.
Was it you, Tony, that told me about the guy who got tasered with the gas can in his backpack?
Oh, I was watching that on the news the other day. There was one of those police cameras. As we digress,
Yeah, well,
welcome
that's what we
America.
always do, yeah.
So there was I know I talked to Melanie about this. I don't know if Doug told you, but there was I'm talking to Elzeth, that there was a video on YouTube where, dash cam. And a guy was on a motorcycle with a backpack, and he was running from the police, and he got off his motorcycle and he was running away, and and they tasered him, and his backpack had a can of gasoline
Oh
in it.
my goodness.
So
Blew his
he
ass up.
straight up blew up.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, he caught on
That's
fire.
awesome.
That's
Yeah.
why was he carrying gas?
That's a great
Why was he
question.
running from the cops?
Yeah, that's another great question.
What
Maybe
kind
he
of
stole
gas?
the gas.
I don't know.
Maybe so.
I mean, maybe he was thinking that the chase was going to go on for a little bit longer than he'd expected.
Hang on, I got to refill. I got to top up.
Benz, hold on, I got to fill up. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway, all right,
Maybe so.
but
Okay, moving on to the next question.
Tragic.
Sorry for
Okay.
the digression.
All right, next question. How would your spouse describe your driving? A, as Miss Daisy. B, as Speed Demon.
you? How would I describe your driving,
Yes.
Miss Daisy?
Daisy all the way. Daisy all the way. Yeah. I would
That's
say
what
Miss
we thought
Daisy,
you'd
but
say.
actually a little slower than that.
You're like, if there's.
Yeah, it's kind of like Morgan Freeman on Quaaludes.
Yeah. driving Miss Daisy to chunk her in a hole in the ground.
Yeah, no.
Okay, moving on.
That would
Yeah,
be
I
you.
know if we reverse that question, I know exactly what the
Speed
answer is.
Demon.
Yeah, absolutely.
This one.
Yeah,
yes.
probably so. You're right.
Yes.
Call me Verstappen.
Especially in reverse.
Sometimes.
You should see him
Sometimes.
park the car out here in the
I
driveway.
remember we came.
And then he's like,
I remember when we came down here about a year and a half ago to visit Tony and Mel, and we were flirting with the idea of moving to Texas from Colorado. And we were like, oh, yeah, man, we'll come down, spend the weekend. You guys can drive us around, show us some stuff. And we were going to just rent a car and drive around. But Tony's like, no, man, we'll drive around. So we saw pretty much all of Texas in about one weekend. So we
It's
went
a lot
home.
of
We were
driving.
like, we were home. You're like, hey, man, do you remember we went up to like Marble Falls?
oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
That's right, yeah. And remember we went through the hill country? Oh, yeah, it was all blurry. It was all like everything was, yeah, it was great. So, but anyway, yeah.
He was on a
I'm with you,
mission.
I'm
I
with you,
got
Tony. I'm with
nothing.
you.
I know. You're with me, though. You
Yeah.
drive fast,
Under
too.
Yes.
under 80 is too slow.
My goodness.
That's
Like,
in school
whoa.
zone.
I
That's
think,
in the school
I
zone.
think personally and honestly, I think I drive the right speed, whatever that might be.
Yeah, right.
You're
of course
like,
you
it's
do.
it's the perfect speed.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Tell that to Officer Ramirez.
The handcuffs are a little bit tight.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
What's
man.
next? What's
Okay,
next? How many
okay.
questions did we do so far? Anyways, I thought.
Yeah, we've done 5.
All right.
Okay.
Just slow down. Pump your brakes there, buddy.
Okay, if your spouse could live in any city in the world, where would they live?
I got this
And
one.
we did add sort of kind of that caveat of money is not an object.
Oh,
That's
geez.
right.
Okay.
So that you don't take into account now suddenly, oh, can I work there?
Right.
Right. Just remove that.
First thing that popped in my mind was Cape Town. That's the first city that popped in my mind.
What did you say, Elzeth?
I would, if it's not Cape Town, which I'm assuming by that reaction it's not, then it's probably somewhere in Italy.
That's
Yeah,
what I said.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Melanie said Seattle.
Or not.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, London?
No?
Wow.
Get out.
Okay, well, let me think. Give me
I
a second.
stumped him.
Yeah, I would have said
With your answer.
Well,
what would
what's
you
your
would have
real
said
answer?
Seattle?
No, so this is what I would have said. You're
Yeah.
saying, oh,
What
yeah.
would
Yes.
you say?
What would I have said that
Yeah,
you
where does
would
Melanie
say?
want to live?
Oh,
Where do
Isn't
you
that
want to live?
confusing?
where do I know it is a little bit confusing, but we'll adjust these rules.
Wait a minute.
PRN.
So, wait a
No,
minute.
you have to answer your.
Where I would wanna live.
Where would you want to
Oh,
live?
sorry. I was answering for you. That's why I said Cape Town.
Oh, that's why we're so okay.
Sorry.
let's hear-
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live in Cape Town. Okay, so we've lived there, and I moved on purpose. All right, so where would I go then? Okay, Tony, you answer.
Doug,
You've had a
you
minute to
crack
think.
me
I
up.
got to switch my answer now. Sorry,
I got to think
screwed
about
that
it
all
now
up.
because
Anywhere in the world, where would I want to live?
because honestly, I would say Seattle. I wouldn't mind living back in Seattle.
You're
So-
such a
Okay. I did toy with that
life's
a little
better.
bit.
Yeah, what did
that
you
did
say?
come up.
all right.
I said you would still want to live in somewhere in Texas. San Antonio, you love San Antonio,
yeah.
but you may not want to live here necessarily.
Well, like
I don't
Terlingua?
know.
You
Like
live in Terlingua or
I
something?
know, I don't know.
Marfa?
I just thought I would keep it broad at Texas.
Wow, you guys.
But,
well, no, I think you're not wrong.
Texas
You're not
isn't a
wrong.
city.
I just felt like
Well,
the
you're
question?
right.
City.
City,
It
okay.
did okay.
yeah.
Where would you want to live?
Any city.
Dougie?
Now I'm thinking about it. Shit, I thought I was pretty
Well, when I
confident.
first you met you, it was Puerto Rico.
Oh.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that was before
Yeah.
shit happened. I'm glad I didn't move there. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. So
Anywhere in the world.
anywhere in the world, I would go. I
Right.
would have to say maybe outside of Florence, not in the city, but be able
Yeah.
to go into the city, but outside of Florence, probably.
Yeah, I get 10 out of 10
Nice.
for that one.
You get 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Well, I
probably.
said, well, I
Yes.
wasn't sure which Italian city, but I said it doesn't have to be like a big one because it's just like now. San Antonio is within reach, but we
Right.
out in the country, out of a major
Yeah,
city.
basically, it's the hill country of Italy.
Yep,
Basically.
that's what I said.
Yep,
A
that's
Tuscan
what she said.
countryside.
Yes.
Yes.
I like how specific, and not in Florence, but in maybe the suburb La Cubonacca.
Loco Cicolata. We're gonna have it a
I want to be in
coffee.
the 1,000 block of Pasta Pizzulla.
So anyway,
Amazing.
it's better than Seattle.
But what?
Okay, for all
Well,
our
I
Seattle
did
listeners,
say- I did
there's
bring
an
up
official
Seattle.
apology.
I don't think you're wrong as far as I just felt like
Right.
I already live in San Antonio and the sky was the limit. So
Right. So I mean, it could be anywhere. You can live anywhere. It's your
yeah,
your
but
answer.
and I
Where do
did.
you want to live, Tony?
What's that?
Where do you want to live?
Seattle's fine. I wouldn't mind moving back to Seattle.
yeah,
like Seattle.
I would love to
Yeah, we had a
move
good
back
time
to
in Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah, I don't
but I do
support
like
that.
I do like San Antonio.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
don't support it.
The main issue for me with Seattle is the weather. Like I don't mind it if it rains and whatever, and you get the forces. But to me, it's too damp, too long. Like too, you know what I mean?
Right,
and that's why
right.
we left Colorado. Like it was cool when you would sit at home. You wake up in the morning and there's 3 feet of snow. It's like, oh, it's awesome, man. And you walk outside, everything is dead quiet because the snow absorbs all that sound. It's beautiful. But then you shovel that shit, and then you're just like, all right,
Yeah.
that's fine. And then 2 days later, you got to do it again, and then again, and it's like, so after a while, it's like, nope. And that's how I feel about Seattle. Like it's gray. When we lived in England, it was that way. It was like gray too often.
We like that though. We
Did you?
I mean, yeah. Well,
I didn't mind it. I guess I got adapted to it, but it didn't bother me as long as like the house was cozy. You know what I mean? Like we could have a fire in the fireplace and
a big
stuff
part
like
of that was like where we got married in like May, and in June we had moved to Seattle.
Okay.
And we had kind of set up, and so there's a lot of some tremendous fond memories of us, like for that first for the 10 or so years that we lived in Seattle. Plus, yeah, there's always going to be, no place is perfect, right?
Yeah, of course.
But the home that we had, where it was, the way we had it set up, it was just we just had a very, very comfortable life and comfortable existence. And of course, I love Melanie to death, so we got along great there.
Right.
There were other neighborhoods, like there was I can't even remember the name of it, near Log Boom Park, the neighborhood north of a little bit of
yeah,
Log Boom.
beautiful.
It's just a beautiful, and so
by the lake.
Yep. And so I think about that. I'm like, yeah, I could go back there. I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
and
But I
again,
like London too.
Yeah.
England, yeah.
Yeah, but
My only problem with that, though, like I said, outside of Florence, for example.
Sure.
I mean, again, this is all hypothetical stuff, but I would never in a million years move there to pay the taxes. I mean, the taxes are almost 50%.
well, they put down the
Yeah,
rule
that's
Same
that
with
it was
Germany.
strange.
Yeah, most of Europe.
Yeah.
Same with Germany and London and all that. I
Sure.
mean, when we worked there, I mean, I'm not kidding you, 47% is what you paid in your taxes.
Oh man.
Well, and again, just because you put the fantasy rule on there, that
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
That didn't matter
yeah,
then.
you're
That's
rich
fine.
as hell.
Yeah.
Like with that said, I mean, I've been to Lake
Maybe we
Tahoe.
wouldn't live anywhere specifically. We would move around a lot.
And
Get
you know,
your ass a
well,
trailer.
as I was saying though, I would live in Lake Tahoe. But Tahoe was awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, beautiful.
Aspen, someplace like that.
Key
was
West, what do you
amazing.
think, Tony? Key West?
Ooh, I tell you, last time I went to Key West, it was awesome, but it's so crowded now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. That was a good one.
Yeah.
What else? We got more?
Good conversation.
So there is one more question, but then it's again like we could not answer that because we, technically speaking, not in the role. But then after we answered it, we like, let's ask another one because that
Yes.
wasn't really fast to answer.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Okay. So this one is number 7. Okay.
All right.
What date did your spouse ask you to marry them?
And we didn't ask you guys. You guys asked us. So, but go ahead and answer it. When did you guys
Trap
propose?
right there, Tony. Don't step. It's a trap.
Is it the do I just need month?
It's a
like,
trap.
Because we just discovered some interesting things here
We
again.
sure
so,
did.
What is it?
yeah.
Month day kind of thing? Month day?
Yeah.
Valentine's
Yes.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, sappy ass shit. I wish mine was that lucky. I'm getting a look. Was it Valentine's Day?
Damn, what a sore ass loser.
You know what?
By the way.
Okay, I'm just going to go into the corner right now because I'm getting my ass beat.
Okay.
Doug has left the microphone.
Yeah, like that Valentine's Day.
Well,
fucking bullshit. Sorry, bro.
You know what makes it really funny is ours was Valentine's Day as well. But,
right? And we didn't know
static.
that.
I'm getting static.
Elzeth
No,
is
so
holding his fingers.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. This is my saving grace here. I don't remember the actual date, but I remember where and when. It was on the beach.
Oh,
I
yes.
gave Elzeth the Reno at that point, so Reno was with us. That was the all special part. Sorry, I choked it up.
Wow.
No, that's.
We already had Reno.
I know, but I'm saying he was
Yes.
with us, right?
Yes,
We
he
got
was
up
with
early.
us. I also mentioned that.
Yeah, we got up
Yes.
early and went down to the beach. And so anyway. All right.
No,
Valentine's
that
Day.
So
sounds
that
lovely.
was Valentine's Day. Yep.
I remember Melanie waking me up with the pregnancy test, and she says, "Well, it looks like your ass has got to get a job."
My daddy got a shotgun.
So we just thought that was kind of cute, and we didn't know that.
We
that
didn't. I
both
didn't
got
realize that you
engaged
got
on.
on Valentine's.
I told Tony how cool it was, so he copied me.
You guys have got
Yeah.
Valentine's Day too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
well,
what I
I
was
would've
saying.
thought-
Isn't
I
that
know.
amazing?
One year before you guys. So you've been married for 15 years, just FYI,
Yes,
not
15
14
Okay, now
years.
it's 15. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. Tony, we got a lot of making up to do on our episode, Tony. We got a lot of making up to do.
Yeah.
Okay, but so since that question didn't really apply to us because
Right. We
Asked
were
another one.
proposing. So we got bonus
You
question here.
proposed another
Bonus.
Right. Nice, Doug. You're good like that. Okay, how long were you and your spouse engaged before getting married?
How long? What length of times are we talking about here? Just like, because it was. Oh shit!
Days and hours, of course.
I know. Right?
Hold on, let's see.
Fortunately,
Minutes.
Melanie made me tattoo that on myself.
2 months. 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah, I would say that we were about 4 months, 5 months.
It's about, yeah.
February, March, April, May.
Let's see, March,
May.
April, May. Yeah.
4 months.
2-3 months.
Well, February, March. Well, you're not counting
Well,
February.
like mid-February.
Yeah. Okay. March, April, May.
3
So
months.
3 months. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweet.
so-
All right. So,
Well, it's kind of interesting because I asked her to marry me, and we didn't know if the engagement would be long or short or what, but like right after I asked her to marry me, I got orders, and then I got all romantic, and I was like, we got to get this, we got to move this forward so you can get all my orders ASAP.
so I can
So
get
romantic.
to pay for a housing.
Dude, the difference you get with having a spouse on your orders is insane
It's-
money wise, So.
Yeah, tremendous. Yeah.
And
Okay.
and then getting back on the whole Seattle thing because we hadn't been married yet, and I was like, but I got orders. I was like, oh my gosh, we're moving to Seattle, and and God love Melanie. She was like, all on board because and it's funny when we were in Key West. This is something I kind of think about retrospectively. I could always kind of tell how strong a marriage was when a couple would show up, and if the wife was like, I'm just so happy to be. This is such a new experience. I'm really going to enjoy this. Compared to the spouse, it was almost like, you could almost sense
freaked
the
out.
fact. Yeah, she was just like hating the fact that she was now living in Key West,
Right.
and it was Key West, right?
Yeah.
So Melanie was completely like on board. She was like, "Let's go." I'm so excited. She hadn't even left Texas.
Right.
I had left Texas.
Where?
I just hadn't. Well, I'd gone out of the state,
Yeah, like
Yeah, across the
but
border
I
to
hadn't.
Mexico.
I had not
Mexico.
lived out of
And-
Texas.
Yeah, she
no.
hadn't lived out of
¿Qué
Texas.
pasa, amigos?
Yes, but you had been. You had
That's
been
all the Spanish I know.
Mexico
Oh,
and,
sure.
and so forth. But anyway, with
Yeah.
that said, but she had never been like.
Yeah, actually, real big, big travel.
Like
yeah.
a big
Yeah, so-
move.
It's
It's funny,
yeah,
Elzeth
like
and I were
that.
talking about that on the way to here today. Is that it's crazy how we know people, and you guys know people that haven't traveled at all, and
Right.
we get along with people that have traveled so much better than we get along with people who haven't traveled. And it's
Right.
about the breadth of the experiences that you have. It just opens you to so many more ideas that because where I live in the country out there, there's people literally that have never left Kerrville, and they're
Breaking tires at Firestone, man.
yeah,
That's what
man,
they do.
You
and they're
bet.
their whole lives 50 years and they've never left them. My brother's kind of like that. He's done a little bit of traveling, but very little. And just the attitude or the mindset, I guess, whatever.
Yeah, just a little different.
Doesn't sound like we kept score for that, but that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
We're
let's
all
go.
winners.
We are all winners. I
look
feel
at
like a
Melanie.
winner.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like a winner too.
You look like a wiener. Oh, boy.
Well, you smell like a wiener.
Yeah, right. Okay, we're 13 again. That's good. Yeah.
There's the 7 questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
All
yep.
right. So let's go ahead and break it there, and the
Time.
ladies will step out of the room, and then Doug and I will
Yes.
do
Take
our
back
part.
over your
Our
podcast.
turn.
Well, now, yeah, you're going to be right back in about.
This
Oh, yeah,
is
this'll take
to
us-
be
minutes.
Let's take
continued.
us 5 minutes.
Yes,
yeah.
this is going to be continued.
Oh,
now
well,
we're gonna
my
do the same
goodness.
thing.
Okay, well, there's more fun to come then.
Yeah.
This has been an Analog Spectrum production and presentation. As always, Doug and I really appreciate you taking a break from your crazy-ass life and listening to us shoot the breeze for an hour or so. It really means a ton to both of us. With every episode, we're growing slow and steady, and there's no shortage of crazy, ridiculous stuff for us to talk about. But with that said, we're always looking for new ideas in a different direction. So if you have a show suggestion, or hell, if you have a fascinating story you want to tell, send us an email at analogspectrum, and that's all one word, at gmail.com. And maybe we'll talk about what you want to hear. Or better yet, maybe you can be a guest on the world's fastest growing podcast that happens to be hosted by two 50-something-year-old guys talking about mindless idiocy. As I've stressed in the past, we have a website. You can find the link in the show's description. Check it out. I can pretty much guarantee that you'll find something that interests you from one of our previous posts. Even more essential, please follow us. We're on all the major platforms, including Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Once subscribed, you'll get a heads up about our weekly uploads. Finally, for any cast you've enjoyed, please leave a comment. I read them all. And leave a 5-star review. And if you're thinking about leaving something less than 5 stars, I'll just go ahead and say it. That's pretty messed up. But hey, that's fine. You gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, and you can do us one other favor. Share our show with friends, family, enemies, and maybe that random stranger on the subway that had that crazy-ass look in his eyes. Sharing makes us grow. And the bigger our Analog Spectrum community gets, the better our shows will be. Okay, that last part's not necessarily true, but sharing is caring or some such nonsense. As always, thanks for joining us on this ride, and we look forward to sharing more Analog Spectrum awesomeness with you soon.